Today we're going to be looking at the Exterminator. To start off, the Exterminator starts with the Molotov and shotgun, and you deal 25% more damage to zombies during swarm attacks. Actually a very powerful class. We start off with Molotovs have fire damage increased by 50%. Pretty much self-explanatory. This one too, Molotovs burn 50% longer. Both are great opening perks. I prefer the 50% longer for 150 until you get to the point of deciding whether you want to use the Claymore. Or if you actually end up going with the Molotov, then you're going to be running that one anyway. I'll get to this perk later. What I choose is the push radius for melee attacks increased by 50%. Now, I choose this over the Molotov. I did start with the Molotov because, one, I'm not using the Molotov, so I'm going to use basically anything else that is useful. And push radius with melee attacks increased by 50% is useful, so I can push back the attackers when I melee. Now we have Rage Mode. When pinned, you automatically rise up and you push your attackers back. Chances are you're almost never, if not never, going to get pinned. Pointless perk. Movement speed penalty when zombies are very close, reduced by 100%, is excellent. When you do have that situation where you are in close proximity to too many zombies, I'm not sure the exact amount that will slow it down, but it's not many. So if you can't take them out immediately, you are going to slow down. This is an excellent perk. Definitely the one you should take. Once again, when number of zombies required to pin you down is increased to 8 to 12, it doesn't matter because you shouldn't be standing next to 8 zombies. If you're standing next to 8 zombies, like in direct proximity, you're doing something wrong. And you're either about to die or you're doing something wrong, so pointless perk. Fire resistance increased by 90%. Not really useful, even with the Molotov. You shouldn't be running for your own Molotov constantly, especially when you can be starting with that. Or you can be starting with the RPG with 100% more damage. This is actually a close second, my choice, in my opinion. But I do like the heavy assault shotgun, especially how this class, not really attacking too much from the distance. I like to mix it up, and at least the rocket launcher, I get one shot, and it can get a lot of kills, but with the Piega, or however you pronounce it, I can take out a couple of bulls that there's just like no way to get back around them and take them out from the back. Or I can put in a lot of damage in a swarm, just as much as I'm going to put in with the rocket launcher, so I like that one. Then we have the mortar and stationary machine gun ammo capacity increased by 20% for all team, which is great. Durability and of defenses increased by 25% for all team, also excellent for your barbed wire. We have the carried ammo capacity for primary and secondary weapons increased by 25%. It's not bad. Health bonus, also not bad. ARC 103 assault rifle is what I choose, since arguably it's either the assault rifle or the shotgun that are the best weapons in the game, so having the tier 2 to start, especially with how aggressive this class can be, is great. Now we have your Claymores. Planting speed of Claymores is increased by 50%, which is nice, and they can kill 25% more targets. Almost always useless. You're not going to even kill the base amount with the Claymore 9 out of 10 times. And if you are, you're killing yourself because you're like in the middle of a battle trying to plant it in a very bad situation. What I like is the Claymore and Molotov combination. So you plant this strategically and you plant your Claymore with the line that you want for the fire. So now not only do you have the Claymore trap, but you have a Molotov trap as well. So you have the bull charging at you, nobody tase it, or shoot it from the back. You can plant this and back up, and you'll get him with the explosion and a slight stun, which will allow you to take him out. Now this actually is a very interesting perk, but to use it effectively you will need a team. If you're going in with randoms, this perk is pretty much pointless. 20% chance to restore an expended defensive kit. So that means that every kit that you put down, there's a 20% chance that you'll get it right back and you can place another one. So in places where you can place 4 mortars, and you can potentially place 4 mortars. I mean, chance likely of that is very low. I did only using this perk dozen to 2 dozen times, if not less, was able to place 3 turrets in one scenario. I got it back to back. I got the restore. I also got a couple other restores on the single. This one is good. 100% chance to regain 25% health and keep going instead of becoming incapacitated. Cooldown time is semi-long, 2 minutes. Makes sense. Can't just keep getting up. But playing with a good team, you really don't need that. This is actually my ideal perk for this one, which is killing 15 zombies in rapid succession. Gives 100% chance to gain temporary health. This class is fairly easy. I mean, not really easy. You don't got a ton of damage boost, but you got the fire, you got the traps. I don't really find it hard to get half a dozen plus 15 rapid kills, like more like 10 each game. Now this does seem to have a slight cooldown. It's either that or you have to stop after killing 15 zombies like for 5 seconds or whatever, I don't know how many seconds, and then start killing again. But realistically, you're not going to stop killing in a swarm, you're just going to keep going. So but I usually get at least I get a half dozen plus bonuses, and it's like 70-75% sim boost, so that is actually really sweet. This one I never really use because it's clear it's not that effective. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession grants masking effect for 3 seconds. Yeah, that masking effect for 3 seconds is nice, but it's not going to allow you to pick anybody up. It'll allow you to get a reload at best. So, not really useful. 75% more life. That's really useful. That's an extra stim pack, especially if you're playing with randoms or you got a medic that really isn't leveled up, or no medic at all. This is a very handy perk. Then we have explosive and fire damage dealt to yourself and your teammates reduced by 50%. Now that's actually very nice because, you know, occasionally you do catch the stray explosion, especially playing with randoms. Heavy weapon ammo capacity increased by 25%, not bad. All fully automatic weapons reload speed increased by 25%. Not bad if you're looking to pick up all automatic weapons. Actually, this one really isn't bad if you're looking to pick up all automatic weapons all the time while you play the class. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession instantly reloads your primary weapon. This one I do like. It actually, sometimes it's really nice, sometimes you're reloading 1 bullet. So, it's a chance it'll actually be really sweet. Because every time you get that 15th kill, if you have 49 bullets in your clip, now you have 50. You had 1 bullet in your clip when you got that 15th kill, now you got another 50 bullets to fire. And just because I can instantly get, like, most of the time, let's say 24, because that's the most likely that I'll get out of all the numbers. I'll get 24 to 49 extra bullets. Now, realistically, you're generally going to be low on your clip, because you're trying to kill 15 zombies, so you're emptying your entire clip, or you're going. Maybe you did a Claymore and then you got a bunch of kills off that. You started firing, but you know you're going to be getting most of the time at least a few bullets back in your clip. So out of all the other perks that only give you like a % back for getting a headshot or a % back for doing this or that, this actually is a really nice one for reloading your primary weapon. Or we'll go with restoring ammo. Anyway, maximum Molotov capacity increased from 3 to 4. Not bad. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession gives 25% chance to refill 1 charge to your equipment. Generally, I like this, but for the Fixer and Exterminator, if you're using the Claymore, 15% chance of using the Claymore or Molotov without depleting an equipment charge. Now, if you're using the Molotov, I would say go with this one. But if you're using the Claymore, you're generally placing it before the swarm starts, or just in general situations to cover your back. So you got more likelihood of getting it, the 15% of getting another one back and being able to place more before the swarm, which is pretty sweet. And you also get the 15% chance whenever you're full. This one you don't get it when you're full. So probability between these two, I think with the situational bonus of when you would actually place the Claymore, the 15% comes in handy. I seem to get more Claymores using this than this. I tried them both, good amount of games on both, but I do like the 15% on the Claymore and the ammo box. If you're going to use the ammo box with Fixer, also recommend it there. Now we have Molotovs and Claymores can kill 25% more targets. You can see I did not even test this one. I do plan to buy it, but you don't really ever need the Molotovs. If you use the Molotov style, this isn't actually a bad perk. Claymores, you really don't need it. Even with the Molotov bonus, there's this one, it can be an absolute god, so I'll get to that in a second. And you have Molotov splash damage increased by 50%, which is also nice, and I would probably take it over the kill just to set more enemies on fire and slow them down more, if you're using the Molotov. Now this one is actually very interesting. Automatically receive masking effect, which is, I want to say around, I got it just the last game I played actually, which was like 7 seconds. Not sure, I didn't actually time this, but it's not like a 3-second. You get a good amount of seconds on the masking effect. So if you're the last one standing, you get a masking effect. Now if you're standing in close proximity to your teammates, then you can just run and pick one or two of them up and even potentially get back a little bit into a tactical advantage point. So this can actually come in really handy and turn the tide from a loss to a potential win. So this is actually a really good perk over these two. When there are 30 or more zombies in the area, firearm damage is increased by 25% and the number of melee strikes before becoming fatigued is increased by 2. You will notice when this happens because you will get like the slight alert that you would when you get any other bonus. Like whenever some equipment comes back in, you get that slight alert. Whenever you get a health bonus, you get that slight alert. So you'll know when you get this alert. Generally it's when the swarm comes. Occasionally, once or twice, you'll get it when it's not. And this can be very useful because when there's more zombies, that additional 25% stacks with everything else, and so does the melee. So this is a great thing right here. And that is the Exterminator.